Hi, this is James.
And this is Tina.
Welcome to
Whatever Topics.
where we'll be talking about.
Anything, whatever pops into our head's gonna pop out of our mouth.
Hope you enjoy the show. Hello, everybody. This is James.
And Tina.
All right. Happy New Year.
A little late there.
Hey, we had a first show on January 15th, I think it was. And things got put on hold, and then they got put on the back burner, and then they got thrown in the trash, and this and that, and everything come up all at once. Hey, let's see, since the last time we've done this, was we in Ohio or was we still in Florida?
We was still in Florida.
Well, we're in Ohio now. We moved back.
Yes, we did.
Is that the good or the bad?
I'd say it's better.
It's better.
It's better.
Got 4 seasons instead of 2.
True.
Yeah.
It's not just hot and hotter anymore.
Yeah, it's winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Yeah.
So far, still got winter. We had snow a couple of days ago.
Surprising.
It didn't stay long. By the time you got out there with your camera, it was gone.
It was still purty, though, for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty. I was at Walmart, and when I come out of the store, it's out in the open, you know, where the wind's really blowing. This town we live in, there's nothing but wind. They ought to name that Windy City.
I agree.
But anyway, I come out of Walmart, and it was probably about 40 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour wind.
Boo.
Yeah, but it was what, 38 degrees, 39, somewhere in there. And the snow was blowing so hard, it looked like a 2020 blizzard.
Ooh.
Well, not 2020 blizzard. That didn't last but about half a day. But I can't remember what year that blizzard came out in.
I wasn't here.
Yeah, the last. Well, if anybody knows what the blizzard of whatever year it was, if you know what that was, that's what it looked like coming out of Walmart. And the time I got home and told you about it, it was gone.
Shucks.
Well, it was still snowing when I came in.
Yeah.
That was what threw me off. So, anyway, we're back. This is our second show this year, and we're still planning on having a podcast every week. But we need somebody's help on this. We need somebody to tell us what you would like us to talk about. If it's within reason, you know, we're not going to talk about politics. We're not going to talk about religion,
Child support.
Things that's going to get us all deep in trouble.
Yeah.
Nothing against politicians, nothing against religion, and nothing against child support. I paid it myself, but boy, I'm glad that was over with. That was a long time ago.
You just can get in some real heated debates over those 3 subjects.
Yeah, so we don't want to talk about that. But,
no.
You know, you want to talk about camping, you want to talk about geocaching, you want to talk about drilling out, you know, there's some things where we can actually enjoy talking about it too.
Now, you did have somebody actually send you an email.
I did. No, well, it was a
text.
A text.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry, a text.
Message on my phone even.
Yeah.
So somebody out there can find my phone number.
Somebody actually wanted us back on here. Oh, I feel so good.
Yeah. So I don't know who it was. No name showed up or anything.
But she did want us to talk about how we met.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I guess we jump right into that.
Go ahead.
We jumped right in the meeting.
Go ahead. No, actually, it took us about a year to meet in person.
Well, yeah. But to back it up at the beginning, what was the name of that?
Anybody ever heard about this little site called MySpace?
Yeah, I have.
MySpace.
Yeah, well, playing games on it.
Yeah.
Trade points and money or whatever, you know, with your
I was buying him back and forth because I wanted him.
Yeah. Yeah, we played games for a little while on there. And, of course, I've played with 3 or 4 other people on there, too. But you kept popping up.
I kept getting you back. They'd buy you, and I'd buy you right back.
So I don't know how long we actually played the games before we started talking.
Oh, probably about maybe a month before we started talking.
Yeah. So after that, we both had Skype on our computers.
Phone number time.
Yeah, Skype time. Well, I think we talked on the phone for a few times first, didn't we? Because you didn't want me to see what you looked like.
Yeah. I'm funny. I have this real bad problem with panic attacks and anxiety, and I was kind of afraid to show my face on Skype.
But once I found your your Facebook page, I seen pictures of you had on there, and so wasn't only a couple of them, but so anyway, we decided to do some Skype. So we did Skype for a while, but see, I don't think you really liked that too good.
It was all right, but yeah. I mean, we did talk on it for probably 10 months before I met you.
Well, yeah, most of the time it was on the phone.
Well, no. We spent 3 or 4 hours every night on Skype.
Was it Skype?
Yes, it was
I
Skype.
was thinking it was the phone.
And then on the weekends, my kids were over at the house, and we played dominoes, and you'd call me on the phone.
Okay. Yeah. It's kind of hard to remember that far back.
Yeah. Well, think about this. For 11 months, we talked 3 to 4 hours every single day.
Yeah.
And they couldn't believe, what are you talking about with this man?
all day on the weekends.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. We knew as much of each other as we did ourselves.
Now, it's really funny because when you're talking to somebody on the net, you got to be kind of leery because they can tell you anything. They can be anybody. They can have money. They can have mansions or whatever. So they can tell you anything they want to tell you on the internet and be lying about it. So what we did was really funny. We would ask questions to each other, and then a month or 2 later, we would ask the same questions to see if we got the same answers. Because if you lie, you're not going to remember those answers. And I was doing that to him, and I didn't know it, but he was doing it to me too. So we was definitely making sure that the answers were the same all the time. But
but the other things was going on too.
Well, yeah,
we learned what we each other liked.
What kind of movies, music,
food,
anything we could talk about,
outdoor
animals,
activities.
Right.
Didn't have much outdoor activities till after we got together, but
that's true.
So what we was what was it? We talked to each other for a year.
Yeah.
And then your mom has a sister
in Metamora,
up by Toledo.
Right.
Well, you was in Florida.
Uh-huh.
Let's get that straight. You was in Florida. I was in Ohio. So we decided, well, be okay for you to come up there and spend a little time with me.
Well, yeah, because she was coming to Ohio anyway.
But I didn't know she was going to be up there for a month.
Well, yeah, Mom decided she was going to visit her sister for a whole month. Well, when she dropped me off at James's house, the first thing she said was, if you need me, call me. I'll be right there. She called me 2 or 3 more times later. Do you need me? I can come get you right now. No, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
She was probably already up at Toledo by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said she checked James out through every link you could find from police records to everything to make sure he was okay.
Now, I didn't know about this till just a few years ago.
Yeah, I didn't know she was doing it either. But then she still asked me, are you sure you want to stay there? Are you okay? I can come get you. But no, I was fine. We did good.
So, after a month being together, you brought your cat with you.
Well, I had to go. I went back home, and then what?
No, I thought you didn't bring the cat.
I didn't bring the cat the first time that I was there a month. Then I went home.
Yeah.
And I was there for, 2 months?
About that.
And then I came back up with my cat.
But you had more than cats. You had everything you owned.
Well, you told me to come live with you, so I did. Dadgum.
Oh, man, that minivan. Oh, not a minivan, was it? It was
It was a van.
A van.
Yeah, it was oh man, I can't.
it was
Aerostar, I
Dodge,
think.
the Dodge van.
Yeah,
So it was packed full,
yeah, it was.
and we got everything in the house, and there we go. I was working, and she would get up in the morning, and I don't know. Sometimes you had my coffee running, and sometimes you had some bagels or something.
Yeah, I never cooked you breakfast because you didn't eat breakfast.
Yeah.
Pop a bagel in the toaster and we're done.
Yeah.
So it's coffee and bagels every morning.
Yeah. Made my lunch for me. And then,
Had supper cooked when he got home.
yeah, slept all in between.
Hey, I was up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, I'd get up, I'd go back to bed for an hour or two, then I'd get up again.
Yeah. So I was getting close to retirement. What was it? 3 years you spent with me.
Yep.
And so we didn't jump into a marriage right away because there's so many times that marriage doesn't work out. Somebody jumps right into it. But you was with me for 3 years, and we decided to go down to Florida. You had some family problems with your uncle, and so we got down there, got a place to stay, and we was there, what was it, 2 years or 3? Was it 3?
3.
3 years. We decided to get married. So that left us, 6 years of being together, and
Before
a year,
we got married.
and a year of knowing each other.
Right.
So we thought we'd be ready. The way we got married, people look at us and kind of funny,
It was comical.
but we was looking for a cheap place. We didn't want to go through this big old, church ceremony. Of course, we're religious, I mean,
But it was money wise.
money wise,
And I don't like big weddings anyway.
Right. So we found out through the UPS store that they're qualified to marry people.
Isn't that hysterical?
So here's what went down with that. I said, how much will you charge? She says, $20. Whoa.
Well, actually, she wasn't going to take anything.
No, but that's what she told me to start with.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's not getting our first argument.
We're going to anyway.
They said they charged $20. Okay. So we went to the courthouse, got our marriage license. That was $101, I think, or
Oh, well, I don't remember, but it was expensive enough for us.
It was. Most marriage license here in Ohio is like $40.
Oh, well, yeah, it was probably 2 times more in Florida.
Yeah, it was. So anyway, we saved, having the minister.
Right.
Or whatever, we'd call him a minister, a preacher, or whatever she was. They were just because of they're just qualified to do that. So we went to Walmart, bought a few things, and we was going to go down the next day to get married. And when we come out of Walmart, now there's some homeless people down there big time, and what was a guy was standing there on the corner of the parking lot where you go out, and I told my wife, I said, well, let's stop and give this guy some money. And we never carry money.
Never.
We always have credit card or debit card. Cash we just never hardly had anything to use cash for.
But for some reason that day we did.
Yeah, we did. I had $10 on me, and
I
you
had 5.
5. And so we stopped and give this. We're getting off track a little bit, but it still goes in with this.
Yeah.
So we gave him $15. That's all the cash we had on both of us. Oh, he was real happy, I mean, yeah, sure. So they never thought nothing of it, you know. So anyway, the next day we went down to the UPS store. Well, we called her to see when would be a good time to go. And I think they closed at 5.
Yeah.
And she said, be here at 5 when we close. That way we won't be interrupted with customers. So we got there about 10 till. And we went in and told her that we was here. Oh, okay. She said, well, I'm going to lock the door. The customer's been slow today. Okay. So she went and locked the place up. And we commenced to get married. And she took pictures of us, you know, putting the rings on. And she took pictures of us getting a kiss. And, you know, and I took a picture of her signing the certificate and everything. It was going real good, you know. So, anyway, she says, I'll be right back because I got to have some witness.
Right.
I don't know if I want to tell this part, but at least I'm not giving away where she is. She said, I'll be back in a minute, and left the store and left us right here in the store ourselves. She went next door to someplace, whatever, it was in what do you call that?
Like a little mini mall sort of
Mini
thing.
mall thing. And so she came back, and she says, okay. She says, I had the 2 witnesses sign the paper.
They weren't there, but they signed, hey.
Yeah. And so that was it. We was married, you know. We both got the rings on and everything. I said, okay. So I went to give her $20. And she, oh, no, you don't owe me $20. She says, that's free, you know. And no, you said you pay $20. Well, I don't, you know, it's free. I'm not going to charge you. Well, I got thinking about that homeless guy. You know, we give him all our money we had, and now she's going to give us a free wedding.
Yeah.
I thought that was nice, but now we got to keep forward in this. I made her take that $20.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and
Well, it was time she could have been on her way home to be with her family. So, you know, she did that for us. We could do that for her.
sure, yeah. So that's how we met, and that's how we got married. And so then we spent another 2 years down in Florida still, and decided that it's time to move back north where we would most enjoy, you know. Florida, like she says, it's hot and hotter. It's only got 2 seasons, and everything's green or brown.
Yep.
You know. Well, so we come back up here to Ohio. We've been here about 6 months now, and we're already seeing colors happening.
Oh, I love it.
We've seen 70-degree weather, and we've seen
20-degree weather.
Yeah. Well, a couple of nights it got down to about 7 or 8, wasn't it? Somewhere in there, 12, somewhere in there.
12, yeah.
And so, yeah, well, that was a little hard on us. But when we moved up here, when you're in Florida for 5 years, you don't think about it, but we got rid of all our winter clothes because we didn't need it.
Everything.
We come to Ohio, it was 23 degrees. Let's see, it was 92 when we left Florida.
Uh-huh.
The next day when we got here, it was 23 degrees and snow.
And all we had was little bitty windbreakers.
Yeah, they was packed up. But, we moved up here with T-shirts and sandals.
Oh, it was cold.
Well, we did all right, though. We got to buy us some winter jackets, some gloves, some hoodies, and some boots and things. And so we had to go get a little heater to help keep things warm. But hey, didn't have a car.
No.
Our car broke down before we moved up here.
Yeah, we ended up with a U-Haul and nothing to carry back on it, no car.
Yeah.
The trailer was full, though.
It would have cost more to fix the car than what the car was worth, or about how much almost what we gave for it.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, how much did he say it was going to cost to?
$1,300.
Yeah, that's right, 13.
Yeah, so we didn't want to put that much money in it and then still not be able to get up here safe.
Right, it wasn't worth it.
Still some other thing. We had that car for 8 years.
Yeah.
And it was an 02. So, we got our money's worth out of it.
A lot of our money's worth out of it.
So we just got a U-Haul truck. put everything in it, and drove up here. Took us 3 months to find a car.
Yeah, it did. That was a little rough.
And the thing is, our next door neighbor, he goes out and buys cars and fixes them up for income tax time. When people got money, they don't know what to do with it. They go out and buy a car.
Right. Real nice guy.
Oh yeah, he's really nice. Didn't know, when I first met him who he was or anything, but I was walking down the road there to the gas station. I seen him outside working on a car, and I said, "Are these your cars, or are they for sale, or what?" And he started talking to me, and I said, "Well, how much you want for this car?" Well, he started giving me a price, and I says, "Well, that's a little too high out of my range." Well, I can take payments.
Which was really nice.
Yeah. And I says, "Yeah, well, maybe you have something a little different later." He said, "Wouldn't know if I live around there, And I said, "Well, my daughter lives next door here." "Oh, okay, I know them, So, hey, so anyway, I talked over with my wife. I said, "We got to have a car. We can't go do nothing without a car." And it's okay. So we went and I talked to him some more about it. And he said, "I'll tell you what," he says, "you can make payments of whatever amount you want." Oh.
You wouldn't get that anywhere else.
That left it wide open for me. And when I offered him $350 a month until it was paid for, he, I can go less than that if you want. I said, "No." I says, "Because the longer it takes to pay for it, the longer we've got, to save our money." And, okay, so then I had trouble with it. The starter went out, and it was fried. I went to, what was it, the dealer.
Right.
I found out that the ignition was messed up on it. So the dealership had recall on that. So they went in and fixed it. But after they fixed it, the starter went out. But they was nice, though. They was going to let me push it out there on the back lot and where I could fix it, because I told them I couldn't afford what you guys want for starter and labor and everything. It was going to cost me $400.
Wow, yeah.
And so I said, "Well, I'll be back the next day with my tools, and I'll get it fixed." I went up there, and I spent about 5 minutes out there trying to get that starter off. And I needed a socket that I didn't think to bring with me. I went in and told him. The guy nodded his head at the other guy that worked out in the shop. He said, "Ain't your bay open?" He says, "Yeah." He said, "Let's go push that car in here and fix that starter for him."
Didn't cost a dime.
I had to buy the starter,
Yeah.
Which that was good. I mean, I didn't nothing against that. The starter, what was it, $125, I think, and they pushed my car in. They wouldn't even let me help push. They said, "No, you need to rest."
See, they think we're old.
It was cold, and it snowed
was.
the night before, and all that. And I'm laying out there, the sun was shining on me, but I just had that little problem with that one socket that I didn't have. They pushed the car, and 4 of them come out there and got it. And they pushed it in the shop and raised it up on the rack. And 3 guys working as a team had changed that starter and put my new one on in about, I'd say, 10 minutes.
That was quick.
Oh, yeah. They lost $400, but I saved about $350.
That was really nice of them to do, though. Most places would have never done that for you.
So anyway, getting back on track, we got a car. And then the guy next door, I was telling him about it. He knew those guys up there at the dealer. The guy that sold me the car. He said, "Yeah," he says, my boy works up there, and he told me what they done for him. And he thought, man. So he says, "Well, I'll tell you what," because we was both military. He was over in
Iraq, I think.
Yeah, I think it was. I was in Vietnam. But he says, we're military, so we trust each other. I bought the car on a handshake with the payment and everything. He didn't put his name on the title, just straight into my name. So he trusted me a lot. And he said, he says, since you had trouble with that starter, I'm going to knock off $150 off of your payment. I was, wow, that was nice. So he did. He knocked off $150, where I spent $125 for the starter. So I come out $50 ahead.
He felt really bad about giving you that
yeah.
car, though, because he didn't realize that it had that many problems.
Yeah, well, it was doing a couple problems, but, that was easy.
He just felt so bad, and I felt bad for him.
So we got us a car. We got everything taken care of, and so we're just living up here in Ohio now. So, I threw all that in as a little extra as going along with our marriage. We didn't argue and fight or get divorced over it.
No. Hey, we've been in lockdown how long? We haven't gotten in a fight, an argument, or divorced yet either.
Wow. Actually, lockdown was when we didn't have a car.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Now we got a car and we're still in lockdown.
So we've been in lockdown for 6 months.
We go to the store about once a week and get our groceries.
Mm-hmm. This is something else, too, I was thinking about. For me, this is easy. For the last 15 years, I've had severe anxiety and panic attacks, and I pretty much isolated myself. James has... He knows this, it's just, I don't go anywhere. I don't go to the store. I'm just afraid to go out. So I can understand how these people who are isolated are feeling right now, especially ones that do go out. The good thing is, this will be over, and all you people that are going stir crazy because you can't go out, you'll be able to go out again soon.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Because our favorite hobby is geocaching.
I can do that because, that's something you do alone, and it's nice. But don't get upset about being stuck at home because you'll get back out there.
Oh, yeah. So it's easy. If you're used to being by yourself, you don't have a problem. But even though we're used to staying in the house and not, going anywhere, it's still a little bit boring for that to happen, Anyway, we're out of time here, and I'm trying to think here. It's been so long since I've done the show, I don't know how to tell people to get a hold of us.
Oh, isn't that horrible?
I know that if you want to send us an email, letting us know what you want to talk about, you can send that to whatevertopics@gmail.com, and that's whatever topics is spelled with TOPIX.
Right.
Whatevertopics@gmail.com. And if you would like to see our website or our Facebook page, that is facebook.com/groups/whatevertopics.
Okay.
I think I got that right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that's the group page. We have a regular page for that too, is facebook.com/whatevertopics, and they all spelled with TOPIX. Now, phone number, if you want to find more information how you can actually be on our podcast, you can call us at 239-285-1574. Daytime hours. We sleep at night. Well, maybe not, but we spend a lot of time together at night, movies and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say daytime hours. It'd be a good time to get a hold of us. Say from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Eastern time. We're on Eastern time. Let's see. We have also, we're going to leave something out. You got the podcast stations. That's Spreaker Radio. And that would be listed if you want to listen to us on the Spreaker Radio. I don't know where you listen to us from, but you can follow us on Spreaker. Let's see. Podcast is Whatever Topics. And that is Spreaker.com. It's SPREAKER.com/show. /whatever-topics. Anything else we need to add to that?
My joke of the week.
There you go. Hey, joke of the week. We forgot about that. I did.
My joke of the week. 2 wives go out for a girls' night. Both got drunk, started walking home, and they had to pee. They stopped at a cemetery but had nothing to wipe with. One used her panties, the others grabbed a wreath off the grave. The next morning, one husband called the other and said, "No more girls' night out." My wife came back with no panties. The other husband says, "You think that's bad? Mine came back with a card in her crack that read, 'From all of us guys at the fire station, we'll never forget you.'"
You never told me that one before.
I'm sorry, it was funny. Not very nice, but funny.
All right. Well, all right. Hey, now I know whoever it was that sent me that text message. I hope you listen to this episode and stay tuned for other episodes. We're going to start putting them out on Saturdays, like this one.
Okay.
Yeah, Saturdays. We'll have them up before noon Eastern time, so you can look up there and find us, wherever your favorite. We've got like 25 different platforms where our podcast is being played. So if you can't find us, send us an email, text my phone number there, ask us where can you find us, and we'll send you back some information on that. So anyway, been fun getting back started again.
And thank you for the idea on how we met.
Yeah, that's the first time somebody's ever said this is what they wanted to hear. So we're glad that somebody's listening. So like we say any other time, I don't remember how we said it now. Do you remember what we said at the end of the show?
No, it's been too long.
Well, we'll make one up if it's not right. Well, we'll change it next week. But
How about see ya?
okay, so until next week, same place. You know, I mean, it's the same time. It depends on what time you listen to us. But anyway, until next week,
See ya.